and welcome back to your personal code of conduct. I am recording this incredibly late. This is 10 p.m. so close to work, and another week has ended and I have achieved nothing. But I did hang out with somebody that made me hang out over Teams. With somebody that made me realize it's not so bad. We're all trying our best and we'll continue. The weekend has ended, another week has started. Another week of grinding. This is going to be a dramatic intro as to why the fuck am I not listening to my own advice? Let me lay down on the floor. The only thing I've achieved in terms of my battery is like 6%. Will I be able to make it to like 30 minutes? The only thing I've achieved majorly in the last 2 weeks of getting my shit together is starting to cook again, and I'm thinking, god, next week is going to be like a difficult cook sesh. Will I be willing to do all that drama for morning dishes? And I also said I'm going to eat less in the evening. But then again, I have to find an afternoon snack, which I think is going to be fruits. I should get like apples and whatever. I need afternoon snacks. Or like a mid-bus snack. I don't know, man. Oh, God, I have nothing to add or contribute to society. And it's more of a why don't I take my own advice? It's the will to move forward. Like, you're not in a position to help anybody. You are born into relative peace and stability. You need to get yourself out of a situation where you wouldn't need the aid of somebody else to live your life. Like, I'm basically who I was last year, only that I have a lot more money. That a lot more money is already turned into paper because, it's as if I go to eat 1,000 naira to the dollar. Fuck my life. Then all of a sudden, my net worth gets consistently cut in half. Like, imagine if this was 2014, I would have $1,000. I mean, I'd have $10,000 saved up. Like, if this was 2014, I'd have $10,000 saved up. Now it's now I barely have above $1,000. It's not even up to 2,000. It's just like around $2,000 saved up now, and I'm just there like in from 10. Okay, officially, official rates. So official rates, I have about $3,000 saved up, but in black market rates, I mean, joke. I wonder if Nigerian arm robbers listen to podcasts. It's Dayo is going to share this with the internet and with random people she knows. Fuck, yo, no. Why did I say that? See, I don't know, man. I don't have any money. I'm poor. Well, everybody in this country is poor. And I think it's a question of you want stability, you want structure, you want all sorts of things. And the thing is, I have... this is not something to admit publicly, but I'm in one of those states where I feel like I don't have ambition, but I definitely know where I am. It's not where I want to be this time next year. And I want to find myself in a position that I can confidently do what I need to do, know what I need to know, and just get myself out there. It's I don't have the skills that matter. I have the skills that if you work in a corporation would matter, but first you have to get a job and showcase that you have it to leave your current corporation to go to another corporation, and you have to look at what is stable, what is doable. And even if you're in a third world country, you'll be like, oh, you're capable of this, you're capable of that. You can do a lot more and you can work fine from home. And you can be steady and able and happy and find peace and structure and happiness. Oh God, I wanted to introduce somebody to the podcast, but now that I'm about to say something, I'm like, nah. It's she's so perfect. She doesn't think she's perfect. I don't think anybody in my situation thinks they're perfect, but I think she's so perfect, and I think she's too young to make major life decisions that she's making. But it's none of my business because she's way more mature than me. She has like way more ideas as to like that next step. It's just when you look at the world through the lens of a child, like Dio does. Okay, actually, I don't. I'm actually kind of mature in a lot of things, and a lot of other adults disappoint me in their reaction to things. But then again, I also act like people are going to eat me raw just because I followed up. Fuck. And it's going to be fine. People are going to eat me raw just because I followed up, and I'm like, fuck. And the answer is, how do you learn these things? How do you... Oh, YouTube. Dayo, don't be using YouTube to randomly watch. Like, I think the reason why you constantly associate YouTube is because, like, you can't watch YouTube on your office network when you need to Google work things instantly, and you refuse to do work things on your phone. So you find yourself in a situation where you totally forgot that, you can have a proper play-by-play on how to tag an app and do analytics for it, or a proper play-by-play on how to tag like a website and do analytics on it and collect events and make sure there are unique links. How do people efficiently search for things on Google? I don't know, and I've learned it, but like the skill is just so not easy to retain in my memory. This is a nonsense rambling episode. But the whole thing was, I need to take my own advice. I've accepted the world the way it is, and I've accepted that, okay, like the things I've rationalized it in my mind, but I haven't gotten around to do it. Says the girl who has not. You need to put on like sunscreen, like a good amount tomorrow, because you're going to wash your face, scrub your body. You're gross. Hygiene. You're a young lady. You're going to be 25 next week. Actually, not next week. In 4 months. October is about to start, which is so fucking awesome because I get to like be in a public holiday. Like, if there's one thing, it's like a public holiday is coming, like this country, public holiday. And I feel like if our nation is still standing by 2020, I hope we don't devolve into war. That is one thing. I'm like, I don't know, like, let me continue my main character delusions that I'm somehow on the journey to greatness. And you don't want to throw your main character in the midst of war, especially if she's a she person, do you know? But that's a delusional rubbish. I don't know, man. I want stability, and I have to realize that I need to find that stability for myself. I need to not push people back. I think somebody I speak to just like made like a major headway, and I kept on thinking like, I didn't interact with this person. Like, would I have been like a negative Nancy? Would I have been something that hold this person back? That's why I'm like holding my tongue, trying to get people to push forward, or maybe even if they leave me behind, that kind of thing, because I want to be there for them. I want to be able to provide things, learn things, have structure. Why didn't I don't know who I am or what I want to do. Maybe you try the INSEAD exam. Try for INSEAD. But first you have to, I feel like you need to earn like a decent amount of dollars, and before you like do that. So you're like, I'm learning data analytics and whatever. So you're not living starvation when you're earning a stipend and all that rubbish. I don't know what people are doing with their lives, man. You want peace, you want stability, you want joy. You want a lot of things. You want sleep. You want energy. You want good food. I can't wait to eat what I cooked throughout this week, because I think I did a really good job. Good job, Dara. Good job. It's like my dish selection this week, and I want to like eat small quantities in the morning, or maybe just eat fruit in the morning. Maybe I should just eat fruits in the morning and have a heavy lunch. But the thing is, I don't think I can finish my plate. So it's like, eat what you can eat in the morning, eat it again in the afternoon, have some fruits, drink a lot of water. I need to find something refreshing to put inside my, inside my water. I'm thinking I'm going to go back to Lime, but like, fuck. I think I'm going to go back to Lime. This is a very rambling nonsense episode that adds nothing to anyone's life. I think I'm going to call that the episode that adds nothing to anyone's life. Not like any of my content is like the first 10 episodes of my podcast have added anything to anyone's life. But then again, it is a personal code of conduct. But what have I gained this week? I was able to, I found myself articulating my opinions with somebody. And the thing is, I don't want to just start something and quit. That's the reason why shorts are so, like, fun. Because you don't have to stay on a constant train of thoughts, even if you're bored out of your mind with the whole, like, concept of, like, scrolling up and down. Oh, and I have a hyperfixation on beautiful people. I've always known that. But, like, actively downloading something just to view their face for, like, hours, then you, obviously, it's not like I got bored. It's like, I had their face burned into my mind. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is enough. I think I can memorize the face now. I don't need it again. Let's go on. That's very off point. But like Dio is in a never-ending journey of, I'm saying ever-ending. Dio is in her never-ending journey of attempting to, what's the word? To get herself out of a hellhole. Not like her country or anything. She wants to see the world. She wants to eat interesting food. She wants to work out. The thing is, I want to work out. That's the one thing. I want to have time where working out is not an excuse. I have no excuse to not work out. Or maybe find time during the day, do a daily check-in, work out in the evenings. I need to join a gym or swim or find an activity or find somewhere to roller skate. I need to move. I need to breathe air. And to do that, I have to sleep very early, which I am not doing. I have to make sure I sleep by 11 p.m. Minimum. Because I'm trying to wake up by 6. Minimum. I'm hoping to wake up by 5:45 and leave this place by 6:30, because Monday is going to be bloody and I cannot afford to be a lazy bitch who lays down on bed all days. You can see this episode is like a filler episode, even though like in the middle of the week I felt emotional and I had shit to write. But the thing is, I no longer feel that. Like, emotion is very fleeting. So it's like, that's one of the reasons why I'm terrified to say that I like somebody, because like, okay, I don't like anybody at present, but like, there was this time I had like a short, okay, there are several, I've had like several, okay, just 2 people, like, this year, no, I said last year and this year, I can say I was shortly infatuated with 2 people. I'm using the word infatuated because, well, they're a diverse group of people. Well, they're not group people, 2 people who are diverse, in quotes. Well, as diverse as you can be in Nigeria. So that's like, people generally. So it's like infatuated with 2 people, and I got over it real quick, even though like it was, oh god, it was like insane the moment it was happening. Not really like I like them. I like the idea of a future with like them. So it was like really cool, just like future. But then again, it came crashing. Like everything came crashing because reality setting. You just realize, oh, this person's long-term goals are different from yours. Even though you have a long-term goal that you say that you have, but like you don't actually do anything about it. Fuck. Ow! This person's long-term goal is very different from your long-term goal. So yeah. Like, at least the long-term goal that you profess, you actually don't really have a long-term goal. But the thing is, you like the idea of your long-term goal. But the thing is, you're also thinking about career progression and prestige. And with that long-term goal, it may not be possible because, well, there's a limit to like the prestige you get as like a remote worker. I don't know, kind of. Maybe you write papers. Yeah, you write papers. Yeah, maybe you get a computer science a comp science master's. So you can write research papers while you do like actual work. So it's like prestige in academia. Fuck. It's people who are waiting for 7-10 years to get their papers published. I'm just repeating random shit I heard on the podcast. But you find yourself in situations where you're just like, is this it? Said person with like the hygiene of a dung beetle. Dung beetles are actually pretty clean, I think. I heard it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those like old British dude, National Geographic things, or was it the Discovery Channel? You shall, or the BBC, shall old British dude animal documentaries. I should go for a full body checkup. Like, yeah, like get to know your HMO, and like, yeah, the hospital attached, the affiliated hospital with your HMO, and like get like good health care, like a full checkup of like, ooh, I am functioning. I know that my healthcare covers dental, so I should do something about my teeth. Maybe I should get like find time to get my teeth bleached. You know, like and promise myself that I will never let it get yellow again. Says the irresponsible human being who has not participated in adequate levels of hygiene in the last 2 days. Well, you have participated in some form, just not adequate levels. You know, like prim and proper lady levels. You know, it's like a filler episode. I know I suddenly cannot remember the title I said I was going to call it. Oh yeah, it's this episode adds nothing to your life. Well, not like any other thing I've said adds anything to your life, kind of, but it is a personal code of conduct after all. Am I going to come here like with a deep message and have things that I want to say and have things I want to pull and have memories I want to share? Fuck. I'm looking at my battery. Is it 2%? If it's 2%, I'll climb on my bed and charge it, even with my tiny little cord. Tiny little cord. I need to buy a charger. Maybe I'll do that on my way home tomorrow. I need to wake up early. But there's this... I need to keep my mind from doing a billion things at once. From floating away. I'm doing a billion things at once, from floating away. I'm being a vibe. I don't know, man. Dio wants to... And I think it's not too late. I keep being terrified of 25. But, like, I have people who are 2 years older than me, and they got their shit together. Like, yeah. And I have people who are 7 years older than me who don't want to get their shit together, who are consistently getting older and older, and just don't feel like this is where they are, is the appropriate place to raise a family, even though they desperately want a family and they want a certain level of this and a certain level of that, and they want a picture perfect life in their life. God, I feel bad for dudes, because it's so obvious that like but then again, it's like there's just a pressure on me, no, not yet, to find somebody, but like there's no pressure on me to provide, which makes me feel bad for dudes. Like, yeah, there's these waves responding to my voice. Oh, it kind of is. Oh, it is. Ooh, it looks weird. I don't know, man. I know I mentioned that before, but the thing is, stability is important to me. And I keep telling myself, oh, I'll be stable then. I remember in December I had this conversation on how like I saw myself fabulously stable by March, and it's September now. Like I feel even no. I will never ever compare myself to my May self, because I was in tears. I was to my April self, like that person that I still have that nice video, at the end of I wish I had that video. I don't know, my phone was still in January of this year. It's like that video of me just being a vibe and skipping to quit my job. I know I mentioned it almost every podcast, every time I complain on my current hellscape, but I am forever proud and grateful to that person. And I'm also I'm not forever going to be disappointed in the person who just got any random job because she felt like somebody as cool as me shouldn't be this unemployed since March. But then again, I didn't have a plan. Like, it was, just learn data science in the middle of like uni, and I was reading textbooks because I was like, it's just going to work. This is just going to... I wasn't doing anything. I was just consuming content, and I feel like that is where my life went to shit. You know, maybe, but I feel like I wouldn't have. I'd have become like a full stack software developer rather than. And maybe finding myself in data engineering and cloud engineering and database management, and like I probably found myself as a full stack software engineer rather than a rather than a, what do you call it, a data scientist. That's probably where I'll have found myself in. Yeah, that's probably where I'll have found myself in, as a full stack software engineer. It'd be so cool if I was able to deploy and build a lot of stuff and like tell people, oh, this is the experience I have, and be confident in my code. Ah, but the thing is that even though I have a focal point that I am proud of and I want to achieve that level again, I consistently have that level of confidence and bravery and respect for myself. Like the more I go back, there are more like stretches of time where I am disappointed in myself. But like past vision is 2020, and that is fine. And the thing is, if you spend so much time disappointed in past Dio, future Dio is going to be disappointed in present Dio. So like, Dio, do better, Live every day like you want to. But the thing is that sometimes you just want to pause in the middle of the day for like hours at a time and want your brain to be empty. We'll be fine. We'll look for a mock-up, we'll design that mock-up, we'll create income specs. It'll be perfect. We'll have a story we want to tell, we'll have designs we want to tell, we'll have networks, vibes, color schemes, energy. The works. Yeah, I've finally been able to drag this filler episode. I said as this episode adds nothing to your life. Well, it has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive day. And I hope I do so too on Monday. Have a productive week. Bye. Fuck.